Welcome back to The Good Talk, our post-game recap and Q&A show where we discuss the game that we just played and answer all your burning questions, both Warhammer and otherwise. We just came out of an awesome game between the forces of the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Black Templars. And what a game it was.
Yo, it was a wild game. I was actually very impressed of how the AdMech performed.
Thanks, yeah.
No, seriously, you say that. You're laughing. You're laughing.
What he's trying to say, he's a bully so he can't help himself, but the points on the board,
like literally,
quite close, actually.
It was, what was it, a 12 point?
11, I think.
11?
11 like 80,
so,
6980.
Like, oh man. It was, if you got more strangle, if you got the kills that you should have, if you rolled average, or just picked secondaries that, you know, I don't know, that could have played a little safer towards the middle and not dependent on those things.
I don't think Eradication was a bad pick. Saying, like, I plan to kill a unit per turn
is not asking for much.
Not crazy. Not out of the question for any army that's trying to play a game.
You're right. You're right.
But because we got it once?
Twice. You got it twice.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, there was a couple opportunities. You know, that's another 6 points. Now we're talking about 5 points. Yeah. It does kind of come down to it at the end of the day. It felt very crushing.
I was like very bullish.
Yeah, which was good. That was one thing we discussed earlier on, was like, Space Marines are tougher than we think.
Yeah. And
we need to start playing more aggressive with them.
I don't know, man. Every time
you need to start, not you.
Every time I do, they just die. And I'm like, still Space Marines, huh?
What gave me, what made me, like, push me over the edge and thinking I was durable was the 5-up field of pain that I never got. The litany.
It gave you this false sense.
It gave me the false sense of security, which I actually didn't need in the first place.
It's like the magic potion that doesn't do anything, but you're like, yes, I'm invincible.
It's true.
I was super impressed with the Black Templars, honestly.
Oh.
You know, the fact that you kind of did the math beforehand, you were able to say, okay, well, look, it's pretty much all AP. There's a lot of AP3, which is good AP, but that means you actually don't need this other vow, so you don't lean into that. You don't waste your time there. Because that's been kind of the question with Black Templars with Armor Contempt coming out. Is like, are they going to still use this vow? Do they want to get cover? You know, the cover was super, super strong here, honestly.
Super strong, yeah. We even talked in the beginning between all of us of like, should we just take the psychic one just to throw it out and not take any negatives but no benefits? Or do you lean into very offensive, can't fall back?
Exactly.
I think you would have been better off taking the psychic one.
You think so?
Because you didn't need, like, the funny thing about the vow you picked is that best case, it's not very good. Like, best case, you're in Assault Doctrine 1 turn early.
Yeah.
And you get Shock Assault for maybe 1 more round of combat. But probably they have a couple models left anyway. Like, any combat that you chose, where you charged them, and they survived, they probably didn't survive with much, and you don't need Shock Assault for that second turn, and you don't need Assault Doctrine. Like, it's such a... When you compare it to the benefits that you get for the 5-up Binwall and Mini Transhuman, it's like...
You'll pick that most of
What were they thinking?
Yeah.
These are not even ballpark the same.
I would love for them to redo them. Because I like most of the Templars codex, and it's had a contentious history. When we first opened it up, we're like, what the heck is this book, right?
Yeah.
But it has been proven to be strong, but it is also weird. And the vows just, I would like just rewrite that. I think the rest of the book is great. You know? Yeah.
And Devout Push is weird again. I don't even know what it's supposed to do
In some ways, it's gamier. It's worse, but gamier than it was before.
Right.
It's weird.
It should go down to 1 command point. At 2 command points for what it does, it just doesn't make any sense.
No, it's 1 command point.
It's 1?
Yeah, I think it's 1.
You would never do it for 2.
Yeah.
2 command points for 3 inches?
I think I did. I moved a Redemptor 3 inches for 2 command points.
I'm sorry that if we charged you 2 CPU. No. We owe you a command point in your next Black Templar.
It's hey man, look.
That's on you, actually.
Look. I think it is 2. Isn't it 2?
No. Well, the book's right here.
I think it's 2.
Prove him how he's wrong.
Look. I'm pretty sure.
Brian. John.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brian.
That was weird.
John, will you get eyes on this strat? Because he's just going to say the 1 CP.
Why would I say it's 1?
Let me confirm.
It's
definitely...
Oh, it's 1. Yeah, Devout Push is 1. Yeah. It's the first strat in the book.
And it's still, like, weird. It's just a weird strat.
It just seems confused now. Like, it almost has... It doesn't have a place. Like...
It did have a place in this game because it forced me to do stuff.
Okay.
Right? We
'cause
talked about that first turn.
I could pile in for more bodies on the point. Sure.
And frankly,
Sure.
because you also had the 6-man. Because
Oh.
here's what happens. I put 5 Rangers on the point. I take it. You had just a couple.
Sure.
But then if I don't block you off, you
I get 6
push
bodies.
into it. You have 6 bodies now.
Yeah.
So none of this happened because I knew that can happen, so I did something else. And that's
Yeah.
almost like, that's the best sign of when something's working, is when you don't see
It's a deterrent.
it's a deterrent, and people
Yeah.
are forced to make these other unoptimal plays, which ultimately meant you got the point without needing to spend CP. Or you spent the OBSEC.
Yeah.
You would have had to do 2 CP before.
Good. The OBSEC is
It's great.
Best strat in the book.
yeah,
Right.
easily.
Which is another reason you
Did it
probably
every
want to be able
turn.
to fall back.
It is a good reason to fall back.
It's huge.
Just make a unit OBSEC and then fall back with them.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, it's true.
we were very impressed with the Black Templars, but if you had to do a MVP, who would you give it to?
Ooh, I did not think about this at all. MVP, I wanted to give it to the chaplain so bad. So
What?
bad.
He doesn't
He's so
deserve
bad.
anything.
No, I had high hopes for him.
Yeah.
And he fell.
Pre-game, he wanted to.
fell the furthest from grace.
Yeah.
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 He's definitely related to Lemonade Sanguinary Priest.
The Blade Guards, the Blade Guard vets stuck around way longer than I thought. I thought you would shoot them really early into the game, and they would get to the middle and just claw onto the point and just die right before really touching it. And I rolled hot because of the reroll advances, and got to the point, turn 1, and they soaked up a ton of damage and charges.
The 2-up
Really good.
unrendable, or basically unrendable.
Yeah. The bones, or is it, no, not the
The one
bones.
guy, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not the
whatever
bones.
it's called.
Heinemann.
It's the
It's
yeah.
so
the
tough
Heinemann.
because if
Yeah.
you say you have an AP2 gun, as Admech did, you have a choice. Either you can shoot at them really unoptimally until that thing dies, or you can not shoot at them, in which case the fact that only one guy has that ability doesn't matter. The whole
Right.
squad might as well.
It's true.
And it took that whole turn of like terrible shooting and then to basically force you
Yeah.
to take the mortal wounds at the end of the shooting.
You did,
to
yeah,
kill a
you
guy.
did make them look good. But
So
yeah.
I think they were awesome.
I think this game was actually, though, the story of the one infiltrator who lived forever.
Dude,
Yeah. What a
X
baller.
Games.
X Games winner.
This was like Saving Private Ryan. Like he started in a bad place. His whole squad died, and he was just running away, fighting for his life for the entire game.
It really is. Oh my god.
he is absolutely clutch. Lived on 1 wound, Helix Gauntlet, most valuable, is it 5 or 10 points? I don't know. Spend it every time.
I hate to admit it, but it really was the Helix Gauntlet. Oh my god.
He was just like stimming himself constantly.
Yeah,
He's just like, no, just don't give in to the pain. Just keep taking the stims.
Keep running.
He took fire in combat every turn for the whole game.
The ponies just kept on chasing him.
Yeah.
The infiltrators went after him.
He was such a hero.
That'd make a great movie. Oh my god.
He was just punching, man.
Yeah.
Such a baller.
All punches.
It's so funny.
Did you pick an MVP?
For the Admech, look, a lot of things didn't go well, and you know, not to totally put blame on bad dice or Space Marines being strong. I definitely made some mistakes, partially learning how
Yeah.
this new matchup plays. Because before, I could just clown on Marines. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But Mad Mech would just. Now, definitely can't do that anymore.
No, it's tough.
And so this isn't about the mistakes. This is about the MVP.
Well, okay, hold on. I think Mars struggles against Space Marines now, but I think if you play Ryza, they get an additional. They have a strat for +1 AP,
No.
so they're not Novak. I think all of the Blood Angels copies are the same thing.
They're +1 advance and charge,
Yeah,
+1 to wound. That's it.
yeah. So they're a strict Blood
There's
Angel copy.
the Warlord trait, which I guess you could get here specifically. I forget if it's Chapter Masters in melee or if it's actually an AP in melee.
Because I think of all of the copies of Blood Angels as the same thing, where they get +1 to charge, probably +1 to advance,
Yeah.
probably +1 to wound, and
Right.
probably +1 AP.
Yeah. Oh, here's the problem with it. So, it's a core unit with
Yeah.
6 of the Warlord, +1 AP in the fight phase, but you pick it at the start of the fight phase.
Oh, so he has to stay next to
can't
them.
send it.
So it's like a counter charge.
It's like a once per game, basically.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
If you could pick it and send them, then I would love it. On the
Right.
Ruststalkers, get to AP4.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a challenge moving forwards. I think the next time we do add Mech, we will do Space Marines again.
Yeah.
Because we want to kind of figure out what this matchup looks like.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Punchy bots.
I still
That's
don't
my
really have-
answer.
Punchy bots?
Punchy bots?
What's the AP on punchy bots? 3?
Has to be, right?
Yeah, you get back in that book.
Pretty sure
Adrian.
you're not correct.
You
about
get
this
back
being
in that
used.
book. It's got to be at least AP3.
Oh, we are getting back to this book. Let me tell you that. We're going back to the
How
drawing
could
board
punchy
for
bots
sure.
not be AP3?
AP 3.
Nailed it.
So they get 5 up still.
Nice.
Yeah, but you have a lot of attacks. Plus 1 attack per fist, right?
Yeah, so 5 attacks, which is the same as my Rust Doctor we're getting.
Right, but your Rust Rockers weren't strength 8. Or AP3.
But
Oh, they were
He
AP3.
transhumaned. And these guys don't do mortal wounds.
But they have at least 2 damage fists?
3 damage.
3 damage fists? John, you're toast. Get those punchy
People
bots in
make
there.
a 6 up.
Get those punchy bots in there and just punch them.
Oh, man, it's interesting.
Beat them up.
Who do you think deserves the MVP for the how to make this game?
Look,
It's okay to say the good marshal, okay?
the transports went above and beyond.
John, no.
The transports did their job. The other, everyone
No,
else
one of
didn't.
them died. No.
No, but it didn't matter for most of the trans because they didn't kill anything. So they could die and it wouldn't cost me anything.
Exactly. So to my point, the only unit that performed.
I think Rangers were the highest performing unit.
Oh, the smaller squads.
Like most of the units
Probably
of Rangers
both.
did something.
Even the big squad did something.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
non-zero amounts. Or Rangers.
Yeah,
Conceptually,
there we go.
Rangers.
We did it.
Yeah.
Now, we do have mail time.
Oh, mail time!
First time in a while. This is from Soups. We saw each other not too long ago in Old Blighty.
Oh dang.
Nice.
And we have a letter here. Ooh, safe for stream. Look at that. It's like a vault.
Wow.
Did you draw this?
It looks drawn.
Stream safe.
very
now.
well.
Yes, it was drawn, John. But I'm asking if Soups
Confirm.
himself drew this.
That is pen on paper.
Because it's pretty talented.
Oh, is it?
I wish I had his handwriting.
It's like
Oh, that's super
like a
cute.
very nice drawing,
I love it. Oh, that's actually really good.
It's really good.
right?
That's quite nice.
That's yeah. That's what
Soups
I'm
is in
saying.
chat.
Soups, did
Wow,
you
Soups.
did you yourself draw this, or did you ask
He did
a
indeed.
friend? Wow, I'm impressed. Wish I could draw. Ooh, look at this handwriting.
That's what
Look
I'm
at this
saying.
Does it
handwriting.
match the drawing?
It is very nice handwriting.
Oh, I
Wait,
like
did
it.
he?
Well, there's another drawing.
Even
Oh, it's a doggo.
it's the soups.
Oh,
It's soups.
Oh, it's the soups. Yeah.
it's a doggo. I want a dog. All right, hi peeps. Within this humble little box, as promised, are 1 Valerian and 1 Alea for Bridger.
Ooh.
Thank you, Soups.
Am I supposed to open this?
Sure. To do with SEC's fit, no blood rituals. You got it. I promise you, next game that we play with Custodes, I'm going to play Valerian and Alea.
Yeah.
Because I've never played them before.
They're.
And I'm actually really excited to play
Yeah.
them.
That'll be awesome. All right. All right.
Adrian has, of course, received the Docomobile.
Docomobile, which will be on the next time that we play the unit.
And I guess that purple chapter chief master apothecary kind of fits Brian best. It was awesome meeting you guys at Warhammer World, but it did strike me as a bit unfair that you both got to fly out and got models for it when the others all got nothing. Yeah, John.
true.
John,
That's
you got nothing.
Got
Ooh.
nothing.
Now there was
Ooh.
slight partial casualty here.
Casualty.
Yeah, which will get fixed. Soups, no worries. They're pretty easy breaks. Careful. There's
Oh.
a laurel.
There's more in
There's
there.
a-
There should be a laurel somewhere.
yes, I see the laurel.
Okay, just
it's
don't,
in the
don't
box.
lose that. This looks amazing.
I have to keep reading.
Very careful.
This got me thinking,
Base too.
why should you have all the fun? I want to hear from everyone else what model they'd like, with the exception of Brett, who I already have a plan for.
But it was just like full stop, with the exception of Brett.
I chose not to take a dramatic pause. I made the remaining out as, in no particular order, you're first, John, but
Cool.
this is not in any particular order.
Yes.
Yeah.
So John, Zach, I like the spelling. It's Zaquhueueckeh.
U-E-U-E-C-K-H-U-E-U-E.
We got Kat, we got Mel, we got Meg, and we got Lindsay if she wants it. Not sure how in the hobby she is.
Totally. Okay, well, we'll ask Lindsay. I'll ask Mel tonight at Sushi Night!
Sushi
Once you're in
Night.
the chat, Mel, you can let Soups know.
What model do you think Meg's gonna want?
What's that?
What model's Meg gonna want?
Let's see. So she's been working on her Soul Blight, but she had like bought everything from Soul Blight.
She did buy pretty much everything.
Blight everything from Soulbot.
Ooh.
I don't know what Meg's gonna want actually.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
What's that gonna want? A Necron, probably.
Neck round
I don't actually know, because Zach has
to Zach.
all of
Zach,
Daughters of Cain.
Zach and Meg have the same philosophy. It's like when they get an army, they
buy
go buy
all of it.
everything.
Yeah.
And just like you're just like done.
And he's like really into Daughters of Cain right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he would
Is there
even
a Tau
want.
thing? Or a
He owns all of
Windrunner
Tau.
thing maybe? Maybe a Windrunner?
His same Han could.
He doesn't own all of Simon. But he does own all of Tau. And he owns all of Daughters of Cain. And he owns all of Beast Call Raiders.
Yes.
But that's not true. He doesn't own the Yetis. And if Zach won't give you an answer, Super Edie,
Oh, Yetis.
I'm going to say it has to be the Yetis.
Yeti. Yeah.
Because
Good answer.
Zach hates the Yetis, and I refuse to let him hate the Yetis. He has to play them.
So he saw them in person and he said they were actually way cooler.
Yeah.
I like the sculpt.
They're fine.
They're cool.
And they're like actually a more interesting unit than most units in that
That's
book.
why he doesn't like them because they're actually
they
like
play
they're
the
like
game.
Infiltrator, kind of play the game kind of.
Oh.
unit.
Yeah, they move 14 inches
That's
and you
not
can
what
double move them.
It's not what I think of when I think of a Yeti.
They're like skinny jean Yetis.
Well, John, the reason nobody can ever catch the Yeti is he moves 14 inches twice in a turn.
That's Bigfoot, but yeah,
Yeah, I was like, that's.
No, the Yeti's up in the Himalayas.
in him but that's not like a
Nobody's ever caught a Yeti.
Oh,
That's what they say.
Everyone's trying to catch the Yeti all the time.
That's their Bigfoot. That's the thing. Look it up. This guy not up to date on his cryptid information.
Cryptid information, yeah.
Well, yeah,
We solved it for
Yeah, I know.
Zach.
Yeah.
We did it.
All right. Anyway, with the exception of that last one, Lindsay, I cannot take nothing as an acceptable answer, but of course Lindsay can, because maybe she doesn't want it. Everyone gets something, and I have plenty of gag gift ideas. William Shatner's greatest hits needs a home. Thanks once again for everything that you all do. See you in the Discord and chat.
Absolutely.
Oops, almost forgot to include a pun. This is a new low. I've really hit the bottom this time.
Because it's at the bottom of the.
Because the bottom of the
The
page.
door is right there. Seriously. Thank you. These look great.
Thank you, Soups.
We don't have the model cam today, unfortunately, but
I'm so excited to play
we'll get
them.
them on stream very soon.
Oh, I just I started to look at their data sheets,
Yeah.
and I've gotten really excited to actually play them. You know, because they're not, unlike most named characters, they're not just like a lame version,
Oh, that's good.
which is important, I think, because Custodes can make some very cool
Right.
custom characters.
These are unique things,
Yeah,
which is the way you want to do it, right?
yeah.
Like
Faces are really
Kaiganil and what's her face? So.
The sister and the Harlequin.
Yeah, similar design.
That's a really good unit.
Yeah.
Same time, same concept.
And they're both kind of this pair that like does different things.
Yo, Soups, you did a great job.
This looks amazing. Oh, can I
They look
see
great.
Alea?
Alea, they look dope.
Oh, that's sick. I really like these
They look
bases
good.
too.
Yeah, the bases are
That's
cool.
what I'm saying, dude.
Awesome.
The bases are awesome.
Where's he's from?
This guy looks heroic.
So cool. Oh my
He's
goodness.
ready for battle.
Exactly.
I'm ready to go to battle with Valerian.
This is amazing.
And Alea. I'll play both of them. I promise.
Is this a Misericordia?
Her tattoo
in
on the back of her head?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Jesus. Look how good he is with handwork.
Yeah, no,
See the
I
back of
mean,
the head?
yeah. Then the faces are really well done too.
What?
I imagine there's skill overlap between being able to ink like this and being able to do really fine freehand
Yeah.
on faces.
That's true.
So it makes sense when you're so good at this that you would also be
comes
so good at
together.
that.
You got a fine hand, Super Reedy.
Well, that is. Oh, I can't lose my car key again. It's the same. It's these
no.
pants. They have
Oh, no.
shallow
About
pockets.
that.
When we went to BAO, I lost my car key and had to call a locksmith.
No.
And everything he did, I could have done with
$600 less.
with way less cheap. Like, he charged $600 to do a job that takes 5 minutes of training
Yeah.
and uses maybe $150 in tools, counting the stupid tablet. And I was like, oh, cool.
But he had you. Like, he
That's
had
cool.
you. You know.
That's like
He had
highway
me, yeah, he was
robbery,
like-
man. That's
He was
crazy.
He was like, yeah, I
It's
can't
pretty messed
even,
up.
look, man, I can't even tell you how much it's going to cost for the key until I open the car. And the opening the car is $150. I was like, okay. Weird flex, but okay.
I had
Like,
house key problems fixed for less money.
Right, yeah. And then now my car key isn't always recognized by the car. So like sometimes the buttons on the outside don't work. And sometimes I'll start the car and it'll start and then it'll be like, wait, there's no key, hold on.
Oh man.
Oh, there it is, there's the key. And then it's fine. And I'm like,
What?
cool, great, awesome.
You gotta keep a spare in your house or something.
Spare car key?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a spare
So it can drive you back and then.
a couple thousand miles away in Ohio. There's a spare.
Yeah, you should probably work on that.
Nah. If I lose my car key again, I'm just gonna buy a new car. Like, I'm not. I don't care. I don't care $1,200 about this car. Like, that's too much.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, it's been through a lot. Anyways, we do
yeah.
have some questions.
It's an old car. Alrighty, here we are. Thank you, the Claven. Hey Titans, first time, long time.
Hey.
What are your plans for Votan, or will I need to start grudgingly watching the streams?
Oh, in it.
Dude, we are definitely.
We have to.
We are gonna do
It's
it.
actually a requirement, yeah.
We're 100% gonna do it. It's gonna be
Must.
awesome. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Period.
They're gonna be cool.
They're gonna be. Yeah.
We'll have to like wrestle each other for the right to play Votan.
I mean, I
excuse
think
me?
it's.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a question.
Huh?
John? Definitely me.
I'm pretty sure whoever paints it gets to play it.
Nope. I think the only person who's dressed up as a dwarf multiple times gets to play the dwarves.
Yeah. So yes.
I definitely don't want to play it.
You don't want to play
I'm
them?
not a
What?
dwarf
Why?
person.
Really?
Yeah, not big on dwarves.
Yeah, you're an elf person.
I'm an elf
Okay,
person.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out. I do like the defensive like mindset
Well, I don't know if
of like, but
that's
that's not
necessarily their design.
exactly. That's probably not Votan. Exactly. But like generally, dwarfs in video games.
Are defensive.
More defensive.
I want to know more. I just want to know more. They're so teasing us with this.
Yeah, I'm curious. I honestly, I want to see the whole model line. Like, it seems like
Dude.
it's just always, I haven't seen enough. There's like, very early on, we saw a single model, and I was like, that you can't just tease me with one model.
I didn't like
That's
the
not
apron
fair.
robot. I'm not gonna lie.
And then they showed us a few more models, and I was like, okay, but where's, like, come on,
Right?
where's the rest?
So they showed the first model. I was like, okay.
Right?
And then I was like, if they do this direction, it'll be interesting. And then they showed the art. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
interested. And then they went just
Curveball.
Just silent.
The
yeah.
trike guy.
The trike.
The trike guy, that's a curveball.
The Castellan with the apron.
And then the robot, different curveball, and you're like,
I was like,
wait, hold on. What is this army? Are they dwarves or robots
Right.
or weird hobos on bikes? Like, what is this?
or if you're Zach, you thought that the robot was a dwarf. Not gonna let that one go.
Yeah, so I just want to see the whole line assembled in one place. I want to see what's going on. What do they do? What are their
Yeah.
rules? Like, what? I want to see
Well,
it.
we will do it 100%, right out of the gates. And then we will fight to who gets to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Soup's the spare key's in Ohio because I drove this car years ago from Ohio to California.
That doesn't explain it.
That explains it. Why do I need to bring two keys?
Because
What am I going to need two keys for? It's the same situation. No. If I lose the key and I'm at BAO, I'm not going to Uber home to get a key and then Uber back.
I mean, most
It's,
people.
it was cheaper than the Locksmith, to be fair.
yeah,
but
for $600.
I had assumed it wouldn't be that expensive. And I definitely would have maintained that assumption and
Right,
would not have
right.
paid like
Oh,
$150 to Uber home and then Uber back
That's
Sure.
fair.
and multiple hours.
That's fair.
I also thought that it wouldn't take the Locksmith multiple hours.
So what you can
Boy, was I
do-
disappointed in that.
Right. Some cars, older cars, I don't know if the new cars do this. There's a second key that only unlocks your car. You
Yeah.
drive your car.
Yeah.
And you can like hide that in like a box somewhere on your car.
Oh.
You know, and that way, so someone, if they find it, yeah, they could get into your car, but they can't steal it.
So I used to have that.
Yeah.
And then when I got the replacement key, he was
Yeah.
like, and it's going to be $200 to key the manual back up. And I was like, no, I'm not going
What?
to pay you $200 to put a couple of grooves in this piece of metal.
That's crazy.
Like, what are you, high? Who are you?
that's crazy.
Anyway,
This guy was
locksmiths.
gouging you.
We don't like locksmiths now. We've decided.
He doesn't like.
Because I was like,
That's crazy.
when I was studying security, I learned physical security. I know how to pick locks. I
Wait.
know everything that he did. I knew all of it. And I was like, cool, these tools are actually really cheap. Why is this so expensive?
Yeah.
I know for a fact your labor is not worth $500. Like, what is
Hurtful.
this?
Question. You were studying security?
Yeah, I was a security researcher in undergrad.
What?
And then when I went to grad school, I was kind of in security, but I transitioned to networking.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Like computer security, not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It was very boring.
But
computer
you were looking
security.
at physical lock picking.
Well, yeah. So I worked at a government lab where they were like, we like broad knowledge, broad understanding. We want you to have a diverse understanding of security
we
because
learn how to pick
if you
locks.
can just break into the server room,
Yeah.
then everything's yours anyway.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So you need to understand like hard physical security in addition to software security. So they were like,
Oh, that sounds pretty
yeah,
cool.
well, I mean, you can spend 2 hours a day learning to pick locks. Go for it.
That's
and I was
amazing.
like,
What level lock
I'm
picking
on
are
it.
you?
I'm like not great. It's very tedious. And to be honest, it's to the point where like lock gun, which is also not expensive, is just way better.
What is that?
So raking, lock picking is like actually putting the pins in the right spot
This
in the
is
right
more,
order.
like brutal.
But raking is like you know the wavy thing.
Yeah.
You can just jiggle it around.
Right.
And by probability, you're just gonna hit enough configurations that you'll get it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So that's raking, or you can use a bump key.
Bump key. Yeah. Okay.
Just another way to just jiggle all the pins.
Yeah.
A pick gun is just a rake that's automatic. It's like a drill.
Oh, so it just kind of
it does this and this and this at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's just like and all the pins just go wild until
crazy.
they slot in and you.
Oh my god.
So like lockpicking is not actually a useful skill, but
It is pretty cool.
it's cool. I never got like great at it, but I did do it.
Not enough chances to practice, I guess.
But this guy didn't need to lockpick. He just inflated the car door so that the frame popped out, and then he spent way too long with a Jimmy key. Is that what they're called? It's a stick with a hook on the end.
Yeah.
Jimmy wrench?
Jimmy.
There's a name for it.
Jim Bob thing.
Yeah.
Joe Bob.
You gotta get AAA, man.
I had AAA for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I stopped paying because I never used it.
That's. I stopped getting healthcare because I don't need it.
That's a good idea.
I've had AAA.
It sounds like a Bridgerism, actually.
I've had AAA for like 7 years
It's amazing.
Really?
and like never use it.
Right.
To your
I've used
point.
it a lot.
Like how much how much is AAA a year? I don't even remember.
It's not that much, man. It's like not more than 120 a year.
Okay.
It's really cheap.
That would have been useful.
Yeah.
I used AAA when I was a teenager. I broke down, called AAA.
Yeah. You just don't know when you're gonna like get a
No,
flat
look,
tire beyond whatever, or
you're not wrong.
you just don't know.
You're not wrong. I just didn't do it. I just didn't know. Just didn't. Do they take anybody? Can you just like? Thought it was like a referral.
No. No. What is
what are
the
we talking
Rotary
about?
Club?
AAA.
Oh, you just pay for it, and it's amazing.
That was like early Gmail, where you had to know somebody who has.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll refer you to the club. You gotta do the secret handshake too. Last time I used AAA was really embarrassing, actually. I thought that I locked my keys in my car. Guy came out, keys were not in the car. So then it really looked like I was just, you gotta show them an ID to make sure it's the person.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you kind of, we were like
Right.
vibing.
Yeah, you were chilling.
And then I get in the car and I was like, the keys aren't here. He's like, can I see your ID? I was like, what are you gonna do now? I'm already in the car.
Oh my
It was very awkward.
What are you gonna do?
Like, this is a little.
You already unlocked my car.
Yeah. Oh, it was so embarrassing. I felt so bad.
That's awesome.
Keys were in the house. Which is why Mel bought me the AirTag, so I can make a sound with it.
Oh.
Anyways, back to Warhammer.
Look, the Claven, to defend myself, lockpicking would not have helped me when I lost my digital car key.
Didn't have a rake on you?
That wouldn't help. You can't.
Didn't have a Jimmy
Sure,
I will
Bob?
not start the car. I could learn to hotwire cars.
New cars, you can get an app on it. If you get the new Prius like ours,
Yeah,
there's an app
I
for
really
that.
do need to
Oh, you guys
get.
got a new Prius?
Oh yeah, I'll show you.
Need to get a new
We
car.
got the other one crashed.
I got a Prius too,
Yeah?
but it's
Dude, everybody's
Gold
getting
one.
Priuses.
We got the Prius Prime.
Prime.
Siege roots. Paraphrasing what I said in a more funny way. Thanks, Dungeon Master. Hey, Titans. Was
Yep.
eating dinner during the start of the stream. About to start painting, but not sure there's going to be much of a stream left to watch while I paint. Never seen a Scutari cohort kill so little and die so fast.
That was wild.
Insane.
Like we said, we were glad that we made it the distance and made points, because that was very, very sad.
Yeah. You scored very well.
Dude, this is a blank. You can't.
Just
Sorry, I'm talking to chat. But chat was like, you better not
it's
show
not.
everybody that key. And I'm like, guys, it's a blank. There's nothing on it. I didn't pay the guy to key it.
so it's just a slot.
It's
He
yeah.
gave you the blank because it comes with the thing.
Right, it just comes in the.
That's cute.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it was a grind for Adrian here.
Yeah, it was a grind.
I thought you were just gonna peg him with.
But it ended up fine. Mostly fine. Yeah, look, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to play AdMech again soon against Marines, with a bit of experience behind how they don't kill Marines.
Punchy robot?
Punchy robots.
You can play some punchy robot?
We do have 4 punchy robots for AdMech that just need to be painted.
Huh?
For the Dark AdMech.
You could play. Is the Bellarosa cannon AP3?
The one that ignores line of sight?
No, the line of sight one.
Ooh, maybe we should. Oh.
Is that AP3?
Nobody has ever looked at that gun. The other one's AP1.
The one that
And so
ignores...
it's AP0 because it's indirect.
Yeah, and you get armor. Or it's,
Oh, it is AP1. They get plus
and
one
they get plus
save.
So they
Yeah.
you actually
It's
literally
negative
negative
one
one AP. So bad. That when the Armor of Contempt first came out, there was an amazing meme about like, rest in peace. Which one is it? The Belarus, which is the out of line of sight cannon. Like the FAQ, the nerf we just didn't see coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Belarus. The Fairmite cannon, 3 shots, 8 -3 for 3.
Hey.
Which is
That's a
kinda
marine killing gun right there.
Because then you also, at that point, you're in line of sight. You just go ahead and take you can shoot your missile launcher,
Yep.
which is D6, strength 7, AP2, D3 for blast.
And all your
D3.
random stubbers. You can fire all
But also, should
15
you
of
just
your
be
stubbers.
a Dune crawler? Are we at the point where you might as well be running a Dune crawler?
Yes! Oh my god, get Scorpius Dune Crawlers in here.
Yeah, man.
Take 3 of them, get their reroll
no.
ones on the invuln.
Onager Dune crawlers.
Right, yeah. Get that guy in here.
Do they still do that? No, they don't do that.
They don't do that?
They just have a 5+. The Emanadis force field.
Why would...
Because it was dumb.
You remember that, John? When 2 Dune Crawlers were within 6 inches of each other, they each rerolled ones on their saves.
Oh, I
Because they had
vaguely remember
overlapping
that.
energy fields.
You know what it is? It is famously the only vehicle in the whole book that has the smokescreen keyword.
What?
Yeah. And they have the strat. Just for that one vehicle. Anyways, yeah.
We gotta get him back.
Dungeon Master.
Well, thanks, Dark Angel Martin.
Uh-oh.
Adrian, given Black Templars look like Dark Angels, should I buy a Marshal to convert to Dark Angel character? Should I do a Chaplain, Captain, or other? Which weapons? No, Bridger, it won't look like Chaos afterwards.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Will, though.
Because they're both like super gothic.
They are, honestly, both pretty chaosy. Like, really, if you looked at Templars,
Oh my
if you looked at the Templar model line,
They don't look chaotic.
and they weren't painted, you just look at the models, and
would
you're
say-
like, which side is this on?
What? They don't look chaotic at all.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Skulls everywhere.
Everyone has skulls.
No, but like,
They don't have extra skulls. They have extra robes, which are very.
who else has extra
chaotic.
robes? Name one other faction that has extra robes.
Every Space Marine because they have Blade Guard
No,
vets.
extra robes.
Blade Guard vets.
Word.
I'm trying to say. I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see. Okay,
know the answer.
I'll bite Dark Angels.
chaos.
Okay.
Yep, we got there.
All right. Fair enough.
It was a roundabout way to get
was
there.
like-
we got there.
I don't want to say it. He's gonna do the thing. If I do this, he's gonna move here.
Yep.
Should it be a chaplain, captain, or other? Which weapons? Chaplain, captain. It could make for a cool interrogator chaplain conversion.
Mm-hmm.
If you want like a, large scale interrogator chaplain. The only tough thing is like the actual interrogator chaplain has like an awesome skull helmet, so you kind of want to get that.
Yeah.
Like if you could get both, that'd be great. Captain.
Oh, you know who else has a cool skull helmet? The bike chaplain. He has a cool skull helmet.
Yeah. Yeah. So that could be cool. Anyway, I would do that. Make him interrogator chaplain. Get that. Get a jump pack. Get the skull helmet from some chaplain, however. And that'd be a cool, pretty unique conversion, honestly.
Judy has a skull helmet.
Yeah, but that one's like an anime one. Doesn't count. It's a half skull helmet. He's like, oh, my cool scarf. Solo player. You know?
When I look at it, I see more Darth Vader than anything.
Huh.
Like when he takes his helmet off, and it's just like
okay.
skin, like dead, gross
Oh yeah.
skin,
Yeah.
and then there's the breather thing.
Yeah.
That's what I see when I see Judy.
That's true. So I
Yeah.
would do that, or I would do the captain on foot.
There you go.
Just because there's not really an amazing model that pops out right now.
Well, thanks, Peter, Adrian, Bridger, John. You may have answered this already, but what legion are you? And you can't choose the same.
Can't choose Eldar?
No, Legion, John. Legion.
We actually established
There could be
From
Legion.
The heresy when Eldar were stamped out,
heresy.
Well, I mean, Eldrad was running around.
running for his
Yeah, you
life.
can have just Eldrad, and we're gonna get a full legion. We'll allow it. Look, I gotta go with my boys, the Fists. This has always been my heresy army, so I'm excited to, bring those up to par with the rest. So that's my legion. But you guys,
My legion's based on what Bridger says.
Because you can't pick the same.
Why? What?
Can't pick the same.
What are you gonna pick? Are you gonna pick Blood Angels so that I can't pick Blood Angels?
But the thing is, like, I actually don't know much about Blood Angels during the Horus Heresy, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
A lot of the books I read or have read or the videos I've watched on it don't really cover Blood Angels too much.
They were very secretive. They kept mostly to themselves because they were starting the fall. They were starting to have the Black Rage.
They're going through puberty.
And so the Sanguinary Guard were in charge of keeping everybody out of like not knowing about the Black Rage.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
big twist, because there's always conflict between the Primarchs. One of the Primarchs just bamfs in the middle of a Black Rage problem. So he goes past the Sanguinary Guard, because he's Primarch. What are they going to do, stop him? No.
Yeah.
So he just walks in and cause a ruckus, right? Because Sanguinius is obviously upset that his children, his problem.
While it's happening.
Yeah.
The guy's like, "Arr!" and they're like holding him down. They're like, don't tell Dad.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's happening in here?
And there's another
cool.
Primarch watching this happen.
Yeah.
And everybody's
not
mad.
okay.
Because that Primarch's mad because what's going on here.
Yeah.
And the Sanguinary Guard are mad because you can't be in here.
Yeah.
And Sanguinius is mad because you betrayed my trust. And now you know that my children are flawed.
Is it Dorn? I bet it's Dorn.
It's not Dorn.
Yeah.
So this is like the plot of... See, he knows. This is the plot of Blood Angels this is like the seed of most of their subplots. Like the wolves are all about being the dogs of the Emperor and the Heresy. They're like, you're doing psyker, right? So that's them. Blood Angels are all like, nobody can know. They're moody teenagers. Nobody can know that we have the Black Rage, but also we have a serious problem because we have the Black Rage. That's their subplot of the Horus Heresy.
I thought you were going to say Night Lords.
That was very much. I mean, I'm into Night Lords right now, but I'm biased because I'm also currently like exploring them.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think I could relate to. I just find everything they do, I'm like, whoa. That's wild. I couldn't do that, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Like,
fair.
whoa. The lengths you go to. Too far.
They are cool.
But they're also misunderstood a little bit.
Well,
Could be good guys.
they're kind of
They're like-
correctly understood pretty often. Yeah. I think usually it's like, oh, that's a war crime. Yep, we don't like that. The ends do not justify the means. Stop it. That's pretty much
Yeah, but I think,
Night Lords.
look, I think there's a lot of things that we don't agree with that happen in 40K. You know, it doesn't mean that we can't.
But even just from like a logistical perspective, the things that they do in the name of, you can't just destroy a planet to set an example. That's not.
Why not?
But it saves hundreds of other planets.
Yes.
No, but it doesn't though.
It's the train problem.
Because that's
See, but
not.
that's the problem. That's the Bridger interpretation.
But it really doesn't.
Your argument is that it doesn't work in the end.
In canon, he was like, I will save Nostromo by setting an example. And he slowly builds up to being this evil, feared person, and everybody fears him. And then it turns out fear is a terrible tool, and they stop fearing him.
Well, fear is
and then he has to
temporary.
blow up Nostromo.
It's temporary. Wow.
Well, there's also another character arc where like he actually enjoys all of this, and
Well, yeah, because he's a monster.
and
Because he has to be a part of the problem too, which is great.
right.
I love it. I love it. The more that we've delved into it, I think they have a fantastic backstory.
Oh, it's very well written.
Yeah.
And I love the narrative concepts of like, philosophically, like, when does the ends justify the mean? It is the trolley car problem, and like, I don't think it's really safe to take either side of that, except when it's taken to the extremes, and then you're like, oh, well, these guys are obviously bad. And that's what makes it so interesting, is they're like trying to be good, but they're clearly bad, except when they're clearly trying to be bad.
And it's also like, to a certain extent, it's okay to be bad if the end results are good.
To some extent,
Right.
but there are the extremes where it's like, is that
And
okay?
look, to be clear, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm
Is
not
that
saying I'm
okay?
not okay with it, but like philosophically.
Right, philosophically, it's like,
for his
oh,
perspective,
wow.
especially, right?
That's like an interesting, it's an
Yeah.
interesting quandary. Like, if we lived in this world where there are badillions, like, 10 to the 100 humans, can you just blow up a planet to save other planets? Is that okay?
I mean, it's
Is
like
that-
if you agree
is that fine?
with like the small scale for the greater good,
Right.
then you have to agree with the large scale, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I just don't know if I agree with the small scale of like, is it okay to terrorize a village to stop a war?
That's the question.
But it's interesting to think about. It's cool
an
to
interesting
like.
question.
It's cool to look at.
Yeah. Which is more than
What do you think, John? Is it okay to terrorize a village to stop a war?
100%.
All right, John, choose the Night
Lords.
Lords.
There it is. Nailed it.
And I guess I'll
That's
go
actually
Blood
what I
Angels.
got when I took the test too. I was going for blood. Oh, I'm going to go Blood Angels.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
shows all the. I was like, oh no. Now I'm
One of the
turning
questions literally was, is it okay to terrorize the village?
Do the ends justify the means?
The other ones are
John's
like, what's your
How
favorite
did I
ice
not
cream?
get Blood Angels? That's so weird.
Shocking.
It's so funny.
Oh, love it. Well, thank you very much, Peter. Appreciate it.
Wow. Yep. All right. Thanks, Antoine. Going to a tournament with my Dark Angels, and my Ancient is my Warlord.
Okay.
Choosing between +1 to advance and charge, or auto deny 1 psychic power as a second trait. His first is double obsec, which is best.
Let's see. Is the auto deny once per game? Do we know that, or is it once per turn? I think it's once per game.
I thought it was once per game.
It's
Yeah.
just an
You've
extra
used this
watcher?
against me.
It's just an extra watcher.
Yeah.
No way.
No, the once per game is the one you're thinking of is built in on a character.
Yeah, one of the name characters
Let me
has,
grab that and see.
has a watcher
If it's once
attached
per
to it.
game, I think it's certainly not better than the other one, right?
Right. If it's once per game, that's bad. But if it's once per turn, I think it covers a weakness in the army. And +1 to advance and charge, like, is good, but in context, it's less good. Because I think Dark Angels just trundle up the board and sit there in a brick.
Well, it makes your deep strike a little scarier because you can get an 8-inch deep strike.
Oh.
And
that's
again, you have
interesting.
like good chaplains, so you can do cool chaplain stuff. Get in there, get the chaplain in buffing range. I know you can't stack the charges, but I doubt this is once per game once per turn auto deny. Doesn't feel like something that they would allow to happen in the game, which means it's probably not worth it. So
Once per game deny is pretty bad. But if it's every turn.
I didn't see it here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not one of these warlord traits per se.
We got chat on a... Well, they're off the rails.
They're off the rails.
I mean, they're off the rails in a good way. I support the philosophical discussion.
Yeah, that's good.
It is a false dichotomy because those aren't the only two options. Gilliman proved you can lead righteously and justly and still have order.
Totally. But the existence of this question,
It's curious.
it's the premise, that's
Right.
the premise that creates this legion,
Yeah,
right? It's like whether or not it's true or false, there's this philosophy of
Yeah.
this dichotomy, and then there's where do you fall on that decision
Right,
of that,
right.
right?
It's like, let's say in a world where these are the only two options, which is
Right.
the trolley call problem.
Right.
What was the quote that he said?
I
He was
see.
like, kill 30,000 and you'll be vilified, right, by everyone, and you'll start like a civil war. Kill one and they'll be like really scared. Kill like 12, kill a village, right? And now you've like
You paraphrased very greatly, John.
I love it. I love it.
to be scared for
Yeah,
generations.
exactly.
You know?
Although it turns out, generations still a finite amount of time.
Right,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
sure, yeah,
it's like
right.
fear
That's true.
is actually not a useful tool.
Right.
It's temporary. Like, he's like, oh, I'm going to spook you. But then he like walks
Right.
away and they're like, oh, remember that guy? Nah, it's fine. Anyways, yeah, it is once per game. So I don't think it's worth it.
That's pretty bad, yeah. +1 to advance and charge is way better.
Just fit in a couple more watchers into your list if you can. The other one is useful. So I would go with that, Antoine.
There you
Good
go.
question, thank you. And it also works because it's his second warlord trait on this guy.
Yeah.
So that's a nice double kind of buffing utility bubble right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Michael Cody. I don't know if this has been done yet. Come up with the Titans pilot call signs.
Oh,
Siege Roots is Fiend. Soups is Hot Puns.
Hot pun.
And Michael Cody himself, Daddy Issues.
Wait, Michael Kennedy, what? Self-burn.
this is
Oh my
some Top Gun.
Why is he so funny?
Did you see the new Top Gun?
No, I haven't.
They have daddy issues as well?
That's the
Strange.
new. What's his name?
Come in,
Ice-
Maverick. This is Daddy Issues. Reading you loud and clear.
Who is the antagonist? Iceman.
Iceman, yeah.
Yeah.
Iceman. Is now Daddy
This is
Issues.
yeah, Daddy Issues.
Because this
Iceman.
is 2022.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gotta be.
That's true.
Call sign. Iceman's not cool anymore, okay? Daddy Issues.
Daddy
That's
issues, where
that's
it's at.
cool.
Oh my god. Thank you, Michael Cody, for making everyone uncomfortable again. As always.
Thank you. It's either Josu or Yosue. And I've done this before, and I don't remember what the answer was.
Yeah. Well, thank you either way.
Thank you. Hello, Titans. I'm back. Paint models again for my
Welcome
Eldar army, the Craft World. I'm most excited to paint, or the thing I'm most excited to paint is my Mira.
That's
Yeah.
the Forge World.
That's the custom.
Far flung.
Far flung.
So cool.
So good.
It's the blue teal one.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Looks so cool.
A lot of good opportunity. I'm glad you're going for a far flung custom craft world color here. And can't go wrong with that teal.
It's just so sharp, and you can run it as anything, honestly, because it's custom one, or it's a custom scheme, which means you can run it even as the main ones.
Yep.
I think that sounds awesome. Welcome back. We missed you,
Yes.
and enjoy. Do post in the Discord your updates as you do it. Amira is just awesome.
I'm jelly. I wish I knew as a 7-year-old that I was okay, my Mira is gonna be my craft world.
Yeah.
Stop going everywhere with your craft world paint scheme.
Why is a 7-year-old? Why? You can just choose that now.
Yeah.
At any point,
Nope.
you can stop and say,
Too
I'm
late.
committing to.
I'm too
he has
far.
a lot of stuff that's
I'm
painted
too
already.
far down. Way too late. That's way too late.
He already has so much other stuff.
Do you have any idea how long it takes a commission painter to paint all this?
I mean, kind of.
Send it back.
Thanks, Mr. Emperor Bob.
Yeah.
Hello, handsome titans. Real talk, when are we getting a Best of Bridger rants?
Oh
It can be titled Memoirs of the Last Honest Man.
Dude.
Is that a reference that I don't know, or is he just saying I'm an honest?
You are an honest man, for better or worse.
Am
you
I?
are.
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
Like,
You know what? I'll take it.
we can respect that.
Yeah, respectful.
That's about it. Look, it will require a hero of a community member to go find them. Just
Right.
Yeah.
When Kirkanos found all of the variant human Primarch dating
Yeah,
symbols.
that was a huge undertaking.
I'm not
I
saying
can't
Kirkanos needs to be
believe-
this hero.
No, Kirkanos has an editing job now. He doesn't have the time.
He has a real editing job and an editing job for us. which
It's more spotty. It's more of like a...
we're the spotty ones, to be clear.
When we film stuff.
Yeah.
Michael Cody's giving us
Oh, nice.
names.
Mine is Snake Eyes. Mine is Spider Snake
Stress-
Eyes.
Oh, I'm Keymaster. That's a cool one.
Yes.
I don't even know what that's a reference to, but I like it. I like being Keymaster.
Whoa.
Bridger's Wrecking Ball. As Ruth says. Keymaster is pretty good too. I think mine has to be Spider Snake Eyes.
Oh, Keymaster because I lost my
Snake Eyes is
keys.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
Also, harder to say, but yes.
This is Spider Snake Eyes coming in.
Well,
Spider
Spider Snake
Snake
Eyes
is actually pretty good.
I know. I was gonna
Vibes,
say
right?
very different from actual Snake Eyes.
Yeah, I'm probably actual Snake Eyes.
Stress Ball is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good one. That's accurate. It hurts, but it's accurate.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Emperor Bob,
Totally.
and I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just I just slip it in most shows.
It's
and
gonna
then-
be.
If people, excuse me, with clipping, if people clip it and send us the link,
right.
can we find that?
Does it give us the actual?
It gives you
Original
timestamps. Yes.
timestamps?
Yeah.
It gives
Okay.
you can just click go to back to video and it'll be the
That
time.
would be
Start where-
amazing, honestly. If you guys, because there's a lot of clippable moments.
Yeah.
So if people could start doing that, then it doesn't require people to go back and find it. If it's
Yeah.
just hey, this is a cool moment, just do that. And,
You can also
send it
just
to
clip
us.
things live. Like if a funny moment happens live, you can
Yeah.
clip it and send it to us.
Yeah.
And
They've
then
gotten
it's in the
better.
moment. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, that was funny.
That would be cool. As a
And-
community, I think there's a lot we can do with this now.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Siege Roots.
Well, thank you, Siege Roots. In sports ball, the Angels had a 13-game losing streak. To change the luck, the players changed their walk-up songs to Nickelback for a game. Do you ever find yourselves that desperate for better luck?
Honestly,
I would have done it this game.
Yeah.
I would have cranked up Nickelback.
it's been a rough couple of weeks for Adrian.
It has
and his
been.
rolls.
Yeah.
Just the rolls.
Oh, they've been really rough.
We don't blame dice around here, but we should really.
I'm on a losing streak,
start.
I think. Yeah. I need to break it by cheating again, like I did for the last one. On accident. Accidental cheat breaks the. That's how you used to do it.
Just accidentally
Accidental
cheat.
cheat.
What?
We do not condone this behavior. This is not advice
This is not advice,
of any kind.
good or bad. Love it.
Thanks, Ickbard. Sup, dudes?
Heyo.
Yo.
I hope you all have a great weekend
Thank you.
in San Jose for my birthday dinner at Fogo de Chao.
Dude.
Nice.
That is a good place.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I play a Grey Knight narrative with my Templars. Game Castle, 6K. Look, I can read. A 6,000 point narrative with my Templars and Imperial Fists. Thank you for this great community. up,
Thank you,
dude?
Bard, for being part of it and contributing it. Because
That's
amazing.
awesome. Dude, I haven't been to Fogo de Chao since like, I'm really hungry right now if you can't
Yeah,
tell.
I'm also connecting.
That's the worst.
Since
We should
like,
go to Fogo.
it's like a company dinner like 5 years ago. It's probably when the last time.
I haven't been to Brazil in years.
Yeah.
Steakhouse.
It's really good.
I was on the East Coast the last time I went to
Eat
Fogo.
some
I was in San
pineapple
Diego.
for me. Some cooked pineapple.
Ooh.
It's really good.
Ooh, that sounds really good. Yeah, we should get food. I'm really hungry. Thanks, Dungeon Master. What are your thoughts on the demon weapon reveals for CSM? Having each type of demon weapon upgrade usable on any weapon type seems cool. Does seem early to be previewing a 2025 codex release, though. And that's where I have to agree with you, Dungeon Master. I think this is probably, if I had to guess, they're building up to a white dwarf
Yeah.
before they build up to a campaign book that republishes the White Dwarf rules.
Oh my god. Amazing.
And then we'll probably get another supplemental White Dwarf between then and the Codex in 2025. I think that's the right timeline.
Naturally.
White Dwarf this year,
Checks out.
campaign supplement 2 years from now,
Yeah.
White Dwarf in 11th edition 4 years from now.
Oh.
And then they're in like an index.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you need a White Dwarf after the index because it's not, you can't just, everybody else has stratagems and you don't. That's not fair. Well, maybe it's fair. Maybe that's actually just reprint the index rules in a White Dwarf. Then a Codex, 2025, Year of Chaos, 2025.
Yeah.
All right. So I have the article just so I know what we can talk about. So yeah, demon weapons.
Yep.
They are arguably better than they were before, but they also are more punishing than they were before.
Okay.
Which doesn't, yeah.
So
So basically, the way it works now,
What used to be, you roll 1, you can't use that weapon.
correct.
How punishing is it now?
Well, first of all, it's not a 1 anymore. It's roll 2d6. If it's less than or equal to leadership, then the thing triggers.
Then you're good?
No, then you're good. Sorry.
Right, yeah.
The thing-
And
it
if you
doesn't
roll 11 or higher, presumably,
Presumably. What's the
on
odds
2d6, you're fine, because it's worse than a 9-inch charge. It's like
that? Is it worse? Is it
it's like 1 in 5. I think it's like maybe like an 18% chance.
1 in 5 or that's higher than a 1 in 6?
Well, okay, all right.
so
So
it's actually more likely?
11 or 12, there's 3 possibilities.
Yeah.
It's 1 in 12.
Okay, so it's half as likely.
Half is likely.
Okay, cool. That's great. Because when you fail it, you take D3 mortal wounds, and you can't use the demon weapon.
Oh, so you
that's
can't
terrible.
use it and you take D3
Yeah.
mortal.
Oh my god.
But it's half as likely, and how much better did they get?
They're way cooler because the way they work now, and I really like this interpretation, is basically these weapons over time appear and take different forms, right? Basically, you can transmog them.
Right.
So they can be used with pretty much any weapon that's not a relic already. And so the ones they previewed are Uloka, the black.
Oh.
This is undivided, hence the black. And pick a melee weapon, excluding relics that they're equipped with. This becomes Uloka, the black. And you got to respect the titles, okay?
Drazar,
The
Master of Blades.
weapon is now a relic for all purposes, blah, blah, blah. Not a useful sentence for me to read. Each time they make an attack with this demon weapon, if they successfully wound, mortal wound on top.
wow.
of
Oh,
everything.
all wounds are immortal in addition.
So imagine you put this on lightning claws.
It's very potent.
Okay, yep.
Pretty good. That's that one. The other one is, and that's probably one of the less good in some ways. Tharis and Riol. These are the Slaanesh talents. Yes. And basically, this one's weird because it's 2 different weapons. They're both demon weapons.
Okay.
And the way it works is each of those weapons gets D3 extra attacks.
What?
Yes.
Is it D3 mortals or you can't use it, or and you can't use it?
Is that what chat's
If you
saying?
fail the morale.
Oh, you must select one of the following.
Yo, this is way better.
Okay, that is better.
Because you can just take the D3 mortals and then still
And
your
blah, blah,
2d3
blah.
attacks.
Yeah. That's way better.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
But
great.
but it is like a leadership check in that like leadership modifiers will still like
Leadership
if you're
modifiers, yes.
next to Chaos Knights and they're being scary,
Yes.
then the worst case scenario you take D3 mortals and you just slice them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is cool. So it makes sense.
Awesome.
So these are super cool. And, you know, this is Slaanesh. This is undivided, so we'll be curious to see what the Khorne ones, what the Nurgle one,
cool.
what the Tzeentch ones all do. So I'm on board for
I
this.
like that it's not specific to one weapon anymore.
Yeah.
That you can just take it on anything.
Exactly.
It just modifies the profile, right? It doesn't. I mean, maybe some of them will set the profile, but
Yeah.
neither of those change the profile of the weapon at all. It's just 2d3 extra
So,
attacks.
yeah, it lets you kind of play with what those options are. You know, like the mortal one is best with more attacks,
Right.
and this one is best with big attacks, probably.
Right.
Frankly. So.
Could you imagine a Thunderhammer with like 2d3 extra attacks?
Well, so it can't.
Oh, you have to pick
per
2
weapon.
weapons.
So it's not
So
good.
no 2-handed weapons then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So it would be like,
Interesting.
this is chaos though. So like you could have a lord with like, you could probably do like a fist or a chain fist and like a lightning claw or something. If you can do 2 power fists, that'd be cool.
I don't think anybody can have 2 power fists.
I don't think you can build that with that kit.
I just don't think it's a legal loadout on any. I can't think of any unit in the game that's allowed to do that.
I think, who was it? Oh. Well, orcs can do double claws and double chain.
Yes. Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Or they can do double kill slots.
But those became pairs, didn't they? Aren't they paired now?
No, they're not.
Weird.
It's because they're expensive points wise, but if you
Right.
take the second one, you get +1 attack. They're not paired though.
stupid.
Yep.
Each of them should give you +1 attack.
Works.
They goofed that up.
Yep.
Okay, well, the demon weapons seem pretty cool. I'm excited for the precedent of just modifying weapons. Like
Right.
that.
Oh yeah, the demon prince, you get the sword and you still have the talon probably.
Yes.
So that's spicy.
Yeah, demon princess should be able to
Yeah.
do that. And you could always double chain sword or like chain sword and claw.
Oh
Or,
yeah, totally.
Yeah. Double weapon is not uncommon, but double fist,
Yeah, specifically.
that's a rare one.
For example.
Thanks again, Dark Angel Martin. A neighbor is housing a Ukrainian refugee mother and 13-year-old son. Dad is fighting.
Wow.
I was hoping you could use your contacts to ask GW if they could do gift packs for kids like him. Take up the hobby. Thanks.
GW could do gift packs for kids like this. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We don't have that much pull at GW, but
Yeah.
we can
We can
ask.
talk.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's,
Hey,
it's worth a shot.
for a
Right?
good cause. Yeah.
Give him
totally.
a ring.
Totally.
That's awesome.
Call him up.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do, Martin, but no promises. But do appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Moniker One. Hi, Adrian, from the best in faction from BAO for AdMech. 1 of 1.
Uh-oh.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
1 of 1. Okay.
Don't worry. I play a similar list, but with 2x8 raiders.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this now. You may win on points, but are tabled turns 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm very
Yeah.
curious, Moniker One. Just gets you thinking, you know?
That's interesting. Yeah.
Gets you thinking. I'm excited. I'm excited to try more stuff.
How far they've fallen? I guess they got nerfed like many times.
They got nerfed before all the... Yeah.
They got like consecutive nerfs, which were warranted.
Yeah, it was pretty
Most of those nerfs were definitely necessary.
Look, I'm just
But
saying.
they fell hard. Like Drukhari's still up there.
Just Drukhari. You
But-
can't stop Drukhari, man.
yeah.
Admech flew too close to the sun.
They did fly too close to the sun. Yeah. But I appreciate the support, Moniker One. And look, we'll figure it out.
Cedrus has pointed out the Gravis captain. There is a build with 2 power fists. It's the guy with the 2 Boltstorm. He's like an aggressor captain.
You can give him...
2 fists.
You can?
Yeah,
The default
I mean, it's
one.
built in, right?
The default one is fist sword, the old one.
Yeah.
He's like this.
Yeah.
And now there's a new kit where it doesn't have to be a sword anymore.
Second fist.
I think it can be a second fist, and
That's
you get
cool.
he's like an aggressor guy.
That's cool.
pretty cool.
Too bad he can't take a demon weapon.
But then don't they become paired like aggressors? Doesn't it become a pair of fists? That's what I said about orcs, but I was wrong there. I don't know.
I doubt this becomes paired then.
Well, you can't shoot your 2 Boltstorm gauntlets in different directions, can you?
You can.
Oh, I see. You're thinking about the shooting profile.
Oh.
Again, I doubt that changes.
Oh, oh.
Think it let you.
He's a captain. Why not?
I guess. Yeah. It also matters for relics and stuff. Like if you relic out. Well, okay. First of all, in combat, neither of them give you an extra attack, so you just pick one, and having 2 does nothing.
Yeah.
But also, like if you relic one out, and the other one doesn't get relicked out, and it's like, why is this fist so much better than that fist?
Yeah, wait,
They're
what
the
does it
same
give you?
fists.
What does it give you?
Nothing. I don't know.
Like, let's you split your fire.
Would have been better as a power sword, which was also dumb because this guy, like, he never used the power sword.
That is not
He
true.
always punched.
No. I liked it. I liked it. Remember back in the day, especially, I was like, it's cool because you have options. There are times when you don't want to take -1 to hit.
Yeah, yeah. But back then, a power sword was strength 4, AP 3, 1 damage.
No. It's always been in 9th edition. It's always been +1. I'm not
But
talking about
that
8th
kit
edition.
came out in 8th. Yeah.
I would not run this guy in 8th edition. The
He
Tyrant
was real
opponent
bad at Ace.
is in 9th, to be clear. He was the kit that everyone had that nobody used because he came in Dark Empyrean.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8th edition, no, never.
Yeah. That guy was cool though. In the Dark Imperium box,
Yeah.
one of the first models.
Ah!
He was so cool.
Yeah.
He was a beacon of light. Thanks, Doombringer. Evening. I'm finally getting the chance to play with the now old Tau Codex.
Okay.
I know some people take Tau sept for long strike, but does Borkan just have the best tenet, or am I missing something?
So the reroll from Tau is really good. Borkan,
It's plus
Range?
4 inches.
there's a second part. Gosh.
There are 2 parts, but the first part is
I'm
plus
so-
4 inch range because it lets you deep strike and shoot in Melta range.
Which isn't amazing.
Well, deep strike and shoot Melta?
Wait, no, their Meltas are long range. Oh,
What?
Yeah, their Meltas are 18, so with the plus 4, half range is
Oh, within 9.
11.
Yeah.
And then you can deep strike and be in Melta range.
I'm not crazy about it.
Adrian doesn't like it. I like it.
Oh, Tau is on the front. Yeah. We used it earlier.
He'll find it. I believe him.
Boom.
But there's other trade-offs as well. Like the Borkan stratagem is really good. Ignore inbounds.
Yeah, that is amazing. Borkan, right. The other one is weird. Basically, -1 when you're shot at. If your vehicle or battlesuit and they have strength 7 or less, it's -1 strength. So I'm not crazy about it.
Oh, right.
Whereas, sorry. So the thing with Tau sept is not just the characters; it's also the reroll. You get a reroll of a hit or wound roll.
Yeah.
That flexibility is so powerful, especially with things like the hammerheads, because they're one big shot basically, and you get one hammerhead reroll, you get one Tau sept reroll, and so this is also helpful with those meltas and things like that.
Well, there's just so few rerolls now in that book that getting the rerolls that you can is important.
Exactly. I don't think Borkan is bad. You build around it for
I
sure.
think they're both good.
The strat's great,
You can play Storm Surge in Borkan and just bully people.
right?
Be like, that thing's dead. That thing's dead. That thing's dead.
This Warlord trade's great for Borkan. +1 AP with shooting, and a 6 does a mortal wound.
Oh,
It's really good in
jeez.
the age of Space Marines.
I mean, I'm into it.
I like it.
And ignoring mortals. I mean, ignoring invulns for like Harlequins. Ironically, Space Marines, because you do actually have AP4 or 5 plasmas. So you're one of the few factions that's like, actually, we want to get rid of the Evil too. So yeah, I don't think you're crazy for liking Borkan.
For sure.
It's Borkan, not Borkanot.
Thanks, Chris. Update on the painting Incubi Darkness for the Under Armor
Yes.
on all 30 Cobalites and a pre-contrast layer of Ironbreaker on the armor of 15.
Getting through it.
Whoa.
So much. 30 Cobalites, man.
It's a lot to paint.
They're
lot.
small models too.
With lots of different materials.
Fiddly,
Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of like Orc Boys. So
Yeah.
respect for working through that.
Definitely.
Thanks, Magnus. What up, fam? On my way home from ACO, went 2 and 3, lost to 2 NIDS lists and Death Guard, Mortarian's Anvil.
Oh.
Everyone was super chill. Last match was Death Guard. Kid was great and huge fan of you dudes. Played on table 49. So much 7.
So much 7.
He texted me at like lunch today and he was position 77. I was like, yeah.
Oh! That's funny. Oh my
Guard,
gosh.
man.
Tough matchups there. Jeez.
Yeah.
Armor of Contempt on those demon engines. Really good.
It's actually this.
Yeah. It's,
That's what Shane's running tomorrow, actually.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's hard to shift, man.
It's scary. It's really scary.
Yeah.
Death Guard,
Yeah.
which should make you happy, Magnus, right? And Nids.
Thanks again, Magnus. Nids shouldn't be able to run 36 heavy venom cannon. Whoa. 36 heavy venom cannon shots and shard gullet tyrant. Played it on abandoned sanctuaries, put down 3 bombs, but got tabled.
Hey, you put on bombs, which means you win.
Playing the bomb game. Making us proud.
A lot of
36.
heavy venom cannons. Because there's 3 shots each. That's 12 heavy
D3?
venom cannons.
Or
No, it's the
It's flat 3, isn't it?
is it flat three?
it's the like 3 plus D3 or something like that. It's the
Oh,
Carnifex one.
oh.
The one I always run. I always forget how many
Yeah.
shots it is. It's a lot of shots though.
It
Strangle?
used to be 3, and now it's now it's
Heavy venom
some
cannon.
weird
It's
random
a
amount.
lot. So that's not even like that many models to get to that many shots. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
So they probably run them on like a variety of warriors, or do you put them on?
Warriors can take heavy venom cannons, can they?
Oh no, heavy.
Just
Monsters. Monsters take
So
heavy
they're
venom.
on.
Carnifexes?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it
Carnifexes.
is? I'll bet it's the harpy thing. That's got.
A twin.
It's got a twin. I haven't played harpies before. I don't
They're
really know
so gross.
that. Yeah. Oh man,
They're good.
it's so brutal. It's brutal.
They're
great.
they're like better than the Admech Flyer when the Admech Flyer was good. Harpies are ridiculous.
And it's still like it double pivots and moves like just like the Admech
Yeah.
one.
Really?
And
Nobody-
doesn't run out of bombs.
Nobody cares about the rules. 2 harpies and 8 carnifexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
See, like that's not even that many
Overdose.
models. That's crazy. That's crazy.
8. Wait.
Ridiculous. Well, you say it's not that many models, but when I think about how much it takes to kill 8 carnifexes,
Oh, I know.
I don't want to
Oh,
play that
yeah.
game.
Heavy venom cannon shots. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
shots,
I
not
freaked
cannons.
out.
Not 36
Like,
heavy
hold
venom
on.
You're like,
How many venom cannons?
Hundreds of shots.
How many can you fit on a Carnifex? Hold on.
You just got venom cannons glued on all over.
Let me catch up here.
Look, my whole army's WYSIWYG. They each have 15 venom cannons.
Yes.
Okay.
so good.
I'm caught up. I'm
Oh
here.
man. Well, I hope you had a good time, Magnus. I know there's also another super chat. So
Yeah, there's another one here. Thanks again, Magnus. Also, probably shouldn't have taken the to the last against Nids. Did beat Dark Angels and Goff's Orcs. May have been too drunk for the Death Guard game.
Yeah.
it was a bridge too far.
I made the same mistake against my Nids.
Getting too drunk.
No. Take it to the last.
Okay. I'm just because that's what it sounded like.
Dude, they're just so killy, man. It's like taking
Yeah.
it to the last against like Craft World or
Dude, I'd do it.
Tau. Like the big three. It's just,
do
it.
It's
Yeah, I'd do
rough,
it.
man.
They'll hunt you down by the end of the game. They've got that flexibility, that movement.
Especially when they're running harpies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Jeez.
Yeah. Brutal. Well, again, hopefully you had a good time.
Yeah, it seems like you had a good time. Thanks, Peter. Thank you for the discussion. Was not expecting such philosophical discourse. Keep up the great work. You guys enrich the hobby. What
thank
was
you.
the original question that we started talking
So
about?
Peter was our very first question that led to, it wasn't even about his original question. It was about the Nine Hunter stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Nine Lords.
Because he
It was
sees
what legions.
the options and
Yeah.
he's like, I picked the worst option. I invent door number 3,
No,
and
it
it's
was-
even worse
it
than
was
door
like,
1
is
and
it
2.
okay to kill a world and all that stuff? Yeah. Night Lords actually create a lot of discussion here. You know, that's good. That's why
They're
they're John's
controversial.
Yeah.
They're.
controversial.
I think they would be
Pretty
happy with
dark. Ooh, yeah.
it. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you, Peter. We appreciate your appreciation.
Not as much as I appreciate Adrian appreciating your appreciation of me.
Okay, but then
Full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left out, John. Sorry, John.
Not John.
Thanks, Super Reedy. Thanks for the kind words, guys. Yes, there's a lot of crossover between freehand and handwriting. Yes, I'm aware I'm awesome. And yes, heavy metal team, I'm available. Call me.
Soups, just put your phone number in chat. We'll get
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
you.
Do not put your phone number in chat. Don't do that. That is a bad idea. No.
The bots are like, oh.
Oh no.
The Slaanesh bots are like, he's
just
signed up for
descend upon him.
everything.
He's like in the dark and he's like lights a beacon and they all just swarm him.
Thanks, Lurgle Matthew. Thanks for being pros all the time.
Aw, thanks, Nergal
Aw.
Matthew. Patron of the arts, Nergal Matthew, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, yeah.
7.
7. Thank you, Nergal Matthew, for being awesome.
Thanks. Thanks again, Josu. I posted the pictures on Hobby Progress on Discord.
Oh. All right.
Oh,
Oh, in it.
Because I'm really bad
Everyone?
at finding pictures on Discord.
In it.
I'm really bad at Discord, just in general.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we
Where? What am I doing?
hobby progress? Oh, am I gonna beat everyone?
Yeah, you're gonna beat me.
I got distracted.
I can't even. Wait, it's down here, right? Yeah, there it is. Oh, in it.
Hobby
All right.
progress.
Ooh, Liberty Fires. Liberty Fires is doing some Blood Bowl? I got distracted.
Oh,
Oh,
it's down to you, John.
okay.
It's down to
So here
you.
we go. This is the craft world.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Got
it's good.
some Avengy boys.
It's a good amount of green in there. I like the green.
Nothing's
Mixing
loading.
it up.
Oh, nice. Is that a Vallejo blue-green I see there? Is that green? I love it.
Where?
Mine is just not loading.
Where are you, John?
What do you mean? Hobby progress.
I'm in hobby progress.
All the way down.
I'm all. Oh. Wait, are we sure that's?
Wait.
You just looked at the most recent picture. That's not.
What?
Well, there was. Wait, unless they posted it. Unless it's not loading then.
This
'Cause
was
the next picture
super
was
chat
at 2 o'clock.
at 4:27 p.m.
And it's that this is
This is a
420.
different.
Okay.
Is this you?
It has to be,
It's a
right?
different name.
No, it has to be.
It must be. It can't be coincidence.
It's gotta be.
Coincidence.
Wait, go up. Wait, confirm who the
What?
the Mimira person was. Can we
That was
confirm?
somebody else,
Oh, just kidding.
right? Wait, was it?
No, but I don't see Josu's username here at all. Jose. We also need
Just
to
kidding.
qualify that.
Oh, here we go.
there's
Oh,
like-
it was my mirror. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. John has a
Okay.
much better memory than me.
No, but it's not.
I've-
The username is the question.
I have selective memory.
Well, but
on
this is
Craft
the
World
only
Oh my god.
post in hobby progress since that.
Well, they look amazing. They look great.
thing. You can't change your mind.
Even if this isn't you, this looks great.
That's it. We're PMing this person.
This isn't you. You should really aspire to be this person.
Say the man.
Pay that man.
Oh my god.
Very cool though. Mimira, top shelf, far flung.
Yeah.
Okay, it is you. All right,
It's-
cool. Sounds
we
good.
nailed it. All right.
Now
Excellent.
we've outed you.
Look in the
You
mirror.
look great.
Compliment yourself.
Pay yourself.
Thanks, Moniker One. This is to Bridger.
Oh, to you.
The removing of core from Dragoons was never justified nerf and ran. Sidonian Dragoons? No, that was fine.
What?
That was a fine nerf.
That was not a fine nerf.
That was fine.
They were the baby in the bathwater.
Oh, sorry. The combat one was
That's Dragoons.
it's fine. I don't give or take. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like maybe it should be core, but the shooting ones, Iron Striders, could not be core.
Yeah.
And because they're the same thing, one can't be core and the other's not.
Why not?
What? Because they're the same thing.
The same what?
Conceptually, it's a kangaroo robot with a man built in.
But by the same token, couldn't you say that like Space Marines are all the same?
Yeah,
Or
all
if
of
one of them's
Space
core-
Marine infantry's core.
Look, a Centurion is just a Space Marine inside of another Space
No, but it's a Space Marine in a box. It's like,
What about character?
but Centurions are weird ones.
Like a
Why are
Predator
they
is
not
just-
core
Yeah.
when a Dreadnought, which is a bigger version, is core, and then a Terminator, which is just like a smaller
Just
version, is
saying.
core? That's
Don't throw the chickens out with the bathwater.
But like if a kit builds two things, usually they're both core or they're both not core.
Well, let me do some.
It's gonna be hard to think of a counterexample to that.
Hold on, it's a double kit. Everything's a double kit. There's gotta be something else. Anyways, disagree. This question's for Bridger, but I'm answering it.
Look, no, I agree. Dragoons probably didn't need the nerf, but Iron Striders did, and GW operates in strange ways.
Yeah, that's rough. Dragoons, I would love to see them on the board.
They're
They used to
cool.
be so good in 8th. I used to be scared of these guys.
They would have been actually good today.
They're the kind of unit that I don't like it when they're good.
Yeah, they're scary.
Think so?
Because it's a combat unit that moves infinitely fast, and you can't really charge them because their threat range is so much longer than you. And they hit so hard. When they're good because they hit so hard that you don't get to hit back. And it's just a feel bad. It's basically a shooting unit. It's like, oh, okay. Cool.
I feel like we don't see a lot of like melee screens a lot. I think it'd be like a good unit to like, hey, I got screens for this reason. You know?
Admech is so good at clearing screens.
That's true.
And it's not like before where you were screening to protect a shooting unit. Like screening was about owning portions of the board.
Yeah.
Now screening is about you can't get to this objective, which they'll just do anyway. They'll just be like 8 inches from the objective and 1 inch from your screen, and then I shoot your screen and a charge.
Ooh, this is a good one. Pyovore, core. Biovore, not core.
Is it
Wow.
the same kit?
It's the
Is that
same.
some good?
They're not the same
Ooh, I don't know if it's the same
They're
kit.
fine.
It's definitely the same body.
I'm
Boom!
not to, you know,
Boom! I maintain. Same kit,
Like
either
a
both core or
B-Star,
both not core.
B stars.
Hive Guard and Tyrant Guard. Is one of those core and the other's not?
Wait, what?
Are Tyrant Guard core?
That would be weird if they were, right?
Weird if they weren't.
Are we getting another book? Don't grab it.
I already resisted getting it once.
Don't grab another book.
Well, it's a good thing we have that.
I was wrong, Magnus. You're right. I was wrong. We don't even need to look it up. I was wrong.
Yeah, look, they're just a cool unit.
Dragoons
and
should
they
be core.
get love.
Dragoon should be core. I concede.
You're just conceding it to move on. No, we're gonna belabor this point.
You can't stop somebody. Look, this is it. Rule number 1: any player can concede at any time. For any reason, I concede.
Rule book number 1 in the rule book of life. All right.
Thanks, Ogre Barbarian. Hey Titans, I'm loving the Chaos Knights book, but it's a big bully, or just gets slapped down, it seems. So I'm looking to soup them with other Chaos. What are some good factions and combos?
Nice. I actually haven't thought about this at all, but you are right. That's Knights in general, and then just Chaos Knights just on top of that. Bigger bully. Dude, like, Craft World is losing to Chaos Knights. It's so awesome. This is kind of the mix-up I like to see.
Yeah.
Because they turn off rerolls, right?
Yeah, that's big.
So
One of them does.
Yeah.
But they can't handle that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what? I can't shoot the big
There's
guy.
one guy that's moving really close. We can't kill him.
And then he just walks up and steps on the tiny Eldar.
Yeah. Ah!
Like, no effort.
Chaos souping for them. There's been a lot of hypotheticals around this. We haven't tested it yet.
Right.
We haven't, that's true.
Yeah, we've done
We did
Imperial
Imperial.
Knights, which
Yeah.
was super fun. I actually want to run that at the next tournament.
When I play Custodes, I'm going to bring a knight.
The Chaos Knight?
No, a regular Imperial, a normal knight.
Oh,
Dark Angels.
our Preceptor and Helverin kits just arrived. So we just need to build them and paint them.
Yes, if we get a Canis
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Rex,
Yeah.
really great at like just souping in other things.
Yeah.
Really great.
Yeah, we have one now. That'd be cool.
So good.
So
But Chaos Knights.
let's think through it. Death Guard. That's one that's been thrown out.
It's like, okay. I feel
You mentioned concerns.
with Demon Engine spam, I think they're doing fine. Everything a knight's going to do, they could probably do on
They
their
have
own.
the
with,
bases covered.
What about with Terminators? Lots of tough OBSEC with them.
Yeah, so let's say you go a Terminator Death Company, or Plague Company, so you're not getting the buffs for your Demon Engines.
Yeah.
So that's not
Maybe
solving
more
your problem.
Terran
And then you bring in like a Shooting Knight, that could solve some problems for you.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
Thousand Suns. I think you do inverse.
They got the bases covered, man.
They do have it covered. That's true. That's true.
Army of Renown for like what's it called for Death Guard? Can you
Can't
bring
have
it?
any vehicles in the army.
Okay.
Oh, the...
They thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They thought of that.
Oh, that would be cute.
CSM, we're not going to bother until the new book is out, which kind of goes with Disciples of Bellicor. Demons, certainly demons could benefit from Chaos Knights, just because, like, you
Just
know.
replace all the demons with Chaos.
Yeah. It's like, oh, man. You started on Zach. Look, your Gloom Spider, great if you just take Kragnos and anyways.
And the Kronspine.
And the Kron Spine, just take all the Gloom Spider out. They're actually pretty good. Cool. I'm interested in technically playing a faction. But yeah, demons certainly, and you could take your pick of that, I think.
Yeah.
Take the best parts of the Demon Codex and supplement it with either, you know, decent OBSEC in the form of Armigers, decent shooting, or decent melee. Frankly, just take one, you know, whatever you're offsetting. And the best parts of the Chaos Demons, probably Keepers of Secrets.
Yeah.
Would you, as a Chaos Knight soup, would you tech more into the Questoris, like the larger knight, or would you go definitely 100% War Dogs?
I'm sorry, you mean Abhorrent?
Yeah.
I think it depends on...
I would go Dominus class.
Oh my gosh.
Go all
You
the way.
mean Tyrant class?
Yeah, you mean Tyrant. Excuse me. I think it really depends how you're pairing them up, right?
Sure.
Like I said, if you need OBSEC with Chaos Demons, then you're probably taking some armor. You're taking more Armigers.
Or if you want the least Chaos Demons possible, you take the biggest knight possible.
Because what is the rule? You can have
One.
It's one Ox.
One unit.
one unit.
Yeah.
So it's up to three Helverins or
That's
one
right.
dude.
Yeah.
Maybe-
So you
maybe
bring an
it's Tyrant.
Abominant, you bring an Abominant, and you have so many other Psychers in the army that his 5 of Filament Pain's not what they deny.
Yeah, I think 9 times out of 10, you're probably trying to take an Abominant because it's going to give you everything.
Yeah, it gives you flexibility.
You do like we did on Tuesday.
Right.
Like 2 up armor.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Wait. 2 up armor is a...
It's a relic.
No, you can't take relics.
When you
that's
soup
right.
them
You
in.
can't take relics, or you can't take traits. You get your
I hate this. I hate that. I'm so upset.
Table
What
flip.
do you even get?
You get knights,
You get two
dude.
things. You get the obsec on the
Armigers.
and like the bodies from the big knights, and then you get the
Do you get a warlord trait?
no.
You get.
You don't get
the
character.
marks? They're points.
What's the same thing as the like the oath that we take or
The
like
point
the,
upgrade?
Not the point upgrade.
Oath. You mean
What is
Not the house,
they get
but
the,
like
the
iconoclast,
the house trait basically.
iconoclast versus hell demon anger.
You can take
that
the
That's
Chat,
just their
help me
chapter
out.
tactic thing.
tell me in the chat.
No, I guess it is that.
It's I'm forgetting the name of
This
it.
is feeling less and less worth it to me, guys.
Well, when you're playing Chaos Demons, it's definitely worth it.
Even then, but it sounds like I would just take 3 armigers at this point. If you can't
Most
get all the
people,
cool
most people
combos,
are souping with armigers, yeah, because you can't buff up.
That's disappointing.
No, you can still turn off rerolls, right? Because you choose the
mark?
The mark.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Okay. So yeah, it's the mark then.
You get the mark.
I think you get the mark
I think. I don't know.
or the dread ability. Is that different than
That's
the mark?
what I was asking.
Okay.
But that's
like a super
their
doctrine.
Super doctrine thing.
Do you get honor when you soup in knights?
Yeah, you get the honor chart.
I think technically you do.
What?
Then you get dread abilities, right?
Lots
Question.
Assuming, with
No,
a
that's an assumption.
gaping
That's an
assumption that
that's an
these two
assumption.
books are designed the same.
Oh, the custom house bonuses. Yes. Yeah, you're on the right. You get the mark. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
okay.
go. Look at that.
Someone put them together.
Look,
Someone
we-
connected
No
the dots
relics,
there.
no warlord.
We
traits,
worked
makes me
it
sad.
out.
Yeah.
Well, really, chat worked it out, but
It's definitely. I think you're definitely not taking a tyrant at this point. It's an armor. It's an abominate, a less good abominate, or 3 armigers.
Did I say the name Ogre Barbarian?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I don't remember saying that. That was the question I read.
Yeah. It's
But
an
did
ogre
I
barbarian.
properly thank Ogre Barbarian?
You do not get the dread ability. Someone's saying, which makes sense. I think that would be a little bit crazy.
yes. Yeah, I confused
Yeah.
the dread with the mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do get honor if you.
No,
No,
you don't.
no.
That was an
Okay,
assumption.
okay,
That was an
okay,
assumption.
okay.
I think Battle Scribe was broken when last time I souped it, and I was just like, I don't think you do, because then how would you even get on?
How would you gain honor?
Yeah, from the one night that I don't know.
You have a lot of opportunities to lose honor, and not a whole lot of opportunities to gain honor.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings on this, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's rough. I think most people are just bringing armigers. Thanks, Peter. This is mostly directed towards John,
Whoa. Uh-oh.
but partially directed towards
We get the splash damage.
the rest of us.
Mostly oh.
For 1,000 points of Grey Knight, what would you take if you had all the models?
And assuming there's no cap on number of units that you can
Well,
take.
it's rule of 2.
Just regular rules.
Oh, 1,000. Oh,
1,000 points.
okay.
Regular, so rule of 2.
I saw 10,000. I'm just like, oh man, well, there's a lot of.
Nope.
We've been getting a lot of.
Night Knights. I would just bring
if
Night
you
Knights.
could like just describe 10,000 points of Grey Knight, that'd be great. 1,000 points list.
Yeah. 1,000 points, all the models. Whew, this is a good
That is a
question.
good question.
What do you think?
Wow. You would have to do a patrol. You would probably want Drago. I think at 1,000 points he would be like unshiftable. And he gives you your chapter tactic. And you probably want a librarian. So that's already like 300 points.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, those two guys right there will dish out so much damage at 1,000 points.
Okay, but you do need the rest of the army.
I think that's it. I don't think you do.
How much is
We saw them on
Interceptors?
Tuesday.
No, your answer cannot be 2 models.
Strikes to sit in the back, right? Okay, we're at 400.
How much are Interceptors?
Interceptors are 120
For 5?
for 5. You probably, I'm thinking you should probably go there, but can you fit paladins in here and feel okay?
You spent a third of your points on 2 characters?
Yeah.
I don't
And-
think you can fit paladins in this list, man.
Well, you could. That would just be the list.
You basically get interceptors or paladins.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. No, you're
But
right.
you get a lot more Interceptors than paladins.
Yeah, you would probably go
Yeah.
2 squads, interceptors, 20 of them, and just play the game.
Wait.
2 squads of
No?
10.
2 squads
Two
of 10.
squads of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it fits in a patrol.
And then you combat squad.
Yeah, and then you combat
those
squad them.
Bad boys.
Yep.
And
You
only
got 4 squads of 5.
minimum strikes.
Yeah, you got your 5 strikes.
2 by
2 by 5.
oh 1 by 5 because it's
One.
it's a patrol. You can get
Patrol.
away with that.
Yeah.
There's just no obstacle.
Look, you can get away with that.
Well,
It's OBSEC.
you can
Dude,
take an
1,000
OBSEC
points.
relic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Or
what
you can
you have
give you can take the command phase what's called one-time use.
Uh-huh.
You just kill them.
OBSEC.
Kill their OBSEC.
Yeah.
What do you care?
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's quite good. What brotherhood would you be? You'd probably be rapiers, right? Because you
Yeah.
have all the melee,
Yeah.
not a ton of shooting, and then you just spend all your CP on your librarian just nuking whatever he looks at. Make sure you take Sigil of Exigence on him so he can get out. Keep him alive. He's your baby. He's gonna do all
Oh,
damage.
the jump away when
The
you
jump
get-
away, yeah. And probably the 3-up invuln on him as well. Really good. Yeah. Strong at that
I'm
point.
so
Have
tilted
any-
that Drago has a 3-up invuln.
Yeah. And Armor of Contempt.
That's so tilting.
He has 2-up. Has a shield, but doesn't give him +1 save. Gives him 3-up invuln.
Doesn't a sermon also have a 3 plus invuln still?
Yeah, but that's okay. Like it's fine. Like he's a Phoenix Lord, it's fine. It's when like they're on the same team and this guy is just canonically better than that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And this guy gets a 3-up invuln and that guy doesn't.
That's fair.
That's tilting.
Totally fair.
He is, I mean, Drago is like a legendary.
Not a High Lord of Terra.
He's
Nope. Not even close.
insane.
But
He's literally like
yes,
jumping
he's
through
insane.
like space and time.
I like your horn.
yeah. That's not a good thing.
He's just
He is insane.
a crazy old man.
That's not good. Why does he
He's
have a
like-
3-up invuln?
He's like the Sanguinor, but like with gray hair.
Wow, that was a leap.
He just appears. He just shows up.
Oh, I see.
So he's like the Sanguinor in what battles he chooses to do.
Yeah.
Which is
Sanguinor doesn't have a 3 plus invuln.
that's true.
That's a
True.
weird.
Okay, I'm off.
Drago
Yeah,
shouldn't
maybe
have 3-up
you
invuln.
probably shouldn't then. Yeah, that's where.
Nobody has a 3-up invuln anymore.
It's fair.
Does Gilman still have a 3-up invuln? He does,
I
right?
think he does actually. Man, we haven't played Gilman in a while.
We have not.
We should get
Eldar
Gilman
have
on.
a few 3-up invulns, I think.
Yeah, but they're on things where it feels appropriate.
Yeah.
Drago, everybody in his weight class, like everybody who does the thing that he does on the team of Imperium,
Yeah.
doesn't have a 3-up invuln anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Helbrick doesn't.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
It's rough.
No, it's good. All right, last question. Thanks again, Martin. Can't let that Adrian comment go by. What the heck are you chickens doing in your bathwater? Beyond why chickens is in your bath, why do chickens bathe at all? What did you say?
Shit, wait, what?
What?
You threw the chickens out with
We're
the
talking
bathwater.
about, yeah, with the Sidonian Dragoons. We
Oh.
threw the chickens out with the
Got
bathwater.
it. Because the saying is throw the baby out with the
These
bathwater.
are chickens.
And you were just making a direct
Chickens.
reference to the chickens.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
that's what you call a reference.
A yolk?
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Oh, a yolk?
oh. That, like,
Oh,
doesn't really work, but
No,
in
it
some
works
way
on
does.
so many levels.
It works on multiple levels. That is to say, none. If it works on none levels, it works on all the levels.
look,
Martin,
Soups.
I don't know what to say.
Soups is probably proud.
Yeah, that was for you, Soups. Martin, look, you gotta wash your chickens, man. If you're not, it's not good.
Do you? I think they dust bathe, right? They're like elephants.
I feel like I've seen
Like
a chicken
elephants.
bathe.
Flap
Or
around
like
in the dust.
not hamsters, but
Elephants.
yeah,
No, elephants are a famous animal that bathes in dust.
Yeah.
They just flop around in dust.
But they also bathe in water if they can.
They do.
Which is
No,
like
no.
chickens.
what are those little hamster, not gerbils, but in the
Rats?
desert?
You talking about rats?
You know-
Right. Oh,
Aiden-
prairie dogs?
No, desert.
Prairie dogs live in the wet desert.
Mice.
They're super soft.
Prairie dogs.
No, they look like like large
What are you
hamsters.
Large
Okay,
hamsters.
but they
Wombats.
also sunbathe or dust baths.
Dust bats.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Well, look what happened. You made another super chat.
Thanks.
Chinchilla.
Oh,
Chinchilla.
okay.
Yeah,
Those are
Alright.
pretty cute. I'll give you
Chinchilla.
that.
All right. Thanks, Sugar Water Purple. Opinions on Arco Flagellants versus Repentia. Also excited for Titan's Terrain.
Titans Train, yeah. Hey, you guys haven't bought it yet. You can. TitansTrain.com. Order it now while supplies last.
We didn't pay this guy to say that.
We didn't. They actually paid us. So, Repentia versus Flagellants. I really like Repentia right now.
Yeah.
They're like, remember there was a time when we said, why do Repentia have AP 5 with Bloody Rose? That's just too much. Well, now it's, frankly, some people still get saved.
No,
against
it's
that.
actually
no,
useful,
it's too
yeah.
much. No, it's still too much. It's dumb.
So I like Repentia a lot. You can give them the advance and charge if you're running the superior, or you can, Jesse's not running it, and you kind of, because there's not much line of sight shooting in the game, you can get away with them.
That's right.
Sorry, that's an argument from mine. He keeps them in the rhinos so that you can kind of position them and stage them in for later turns. So that's kind of...
Well, he plays them very aggressively. He pushes his rhinos up,
Yeah.
and then they get out behind a building.
It's really for the distance that he uses
Yeah.
the rhino for, right?
Exactly. And it's threat overload, too.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, plus 3-inch move out of rhino is kind of the same as an auto advance, unless you're using a miracle dice, so it kind of depends if you want to, do that. So I like them. The Flagellants can be deceptively tough, and they're good into hordes. And I don't think either of those is really what we need right now with Sisters. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Good question, though. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Makes sense.
we did it.
We did the thing with the stuff. Look, thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's always fun chit-chatting on a Saturday. I feel left out. And look, we have a bunch of stuff coming up. John's going to put up the vote for next Tuesday. If you were gifted a membership, do join us, because you've got that for a month, and check it out, see how it goes.
Absolutely. You guys have a voice. Make sure you guys vote.
Vote. Make yourself heard. Again, we have a video coming out tomorrow morning. Watch it. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. It's exciting. I think that's going to do it for us, yeah?
Again.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll catch you next time on the tabletop.
Bye.